Hey, what's up, peace and blessings? I am Jovhannah, the spiritual love healer. I just wanted to come on and kind of just chit chat, 'cause I have not done that for a while, and share my new deck. So I'm really excited. I have had so many amazing things happening in my life, shifting and changing as I was just kind of flowing with, Mercury retrograde, the eclipses, and the new moon, the full moon, and all of these other energies in my own personal life. And it's been very beautiful, very, very beautiful. And I'm really grateful for these changes because one of the things that I decided to do was to start a group for single moms that kind of focuses on like healing, personal growth, and things along those lines. I'm really, really excited about that. What else is going on? Yeah, it's been a while since I just kind of came on and just talked. I wanted to do a live stream, but the computer that I'm using, it's not able to do what I needed to do, so I didn't even want to worry about technical difficulties and so on. So I just did a pre-recorded one. But I hope that you all are doing amazingly well. I am going to be doing the August reading very soon. I might do that in the next couple of days. So yeah, it should be posted pretty soon to give you all some guidance and support for the next phase of life. And one of the things that I did mention in the readings I did is that as we entered Leo season during the retrograde and everything else that's happening, is that, things were going to start being highlighted in our life, stuff that wasn't working, things that didn't fit, stuff that needed to go, like whatever was like bubbling under the surface, it's like spotlight just shining down on that. And it can be uncomfortable, but the beautiful thing is once you realize it's not working for you, once you realize that's not what you want, who you want, how you want things to be, you can say no. There was a passage that someone shared, and it said, no is a necessary magic. And when you say no to something and when you mean it, that closes a door and that allows you to get more in alignment with what it is that you say that you want. Because now if you're telling the universe, no, I don't want this in my life. I don't want somebody in my life that's going to cheat on me. I don't want to continue going to a job that I hate. I don't want to keep having arguments with my family. Once you start to say no to that, then you're going to start getting in more of alignment with what you do want. So you're going to be able to say, you know what? This isn't working. I don't want to be in this relationship. Or instead of, feeding an argument, maybe you'll walk away and say, hey, let's cool down and take some time to think about things, come back to this with fresh eyes. So you start moving differently. And when you say no, that allows you to say yes to what really, really matters. And that is what's so beautiful. And that's kind of what guided me to start this group for single moms. Like I saw somebody posted something online about, single moms, Christmas is coming. So kind of like, hey, start saving your money, which was cool, right? That's a nice little message. And then because I like to look at the comments. That's where the juice is. So I looked at the comments, wasn't really like expecting anything negative or out of the way, but there were some comments there that kind of, I don't want to say triggered, but it kind of like upset me because it just brought up a lot of the, single moms get a lot of flack, a lot of judgment, a lot of shame, a lot of guilt put on them by other people, not to mention like the mom guilt that already kind of comes along with being a mother and all of the other changes that have taken place. So, and dealing with the loss of their partner, whether the partner walked away or whether something else happened where that partner is no longer physically here, there's a lot of loss that takes place. And I don't think people really realize all that women go through to become mothers and then to do it on your own. But one of the things that I came to realize is that I'm not a single mother. I'm a mother, and my daughter's father's not in her life, but I'm not a single mother. I am a mother. And when you stop saying single mother and you stop putting that word in front of mother, it changes the energy of it all. And that word single mother, it brings up so much lack. And I don't want women to continue to refer to themselves as that. Oh, I'm a single mom. I'm a single mother. I'm a single parent. I'm a mother. I'm a mom. I am a parent. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And you start to empower yourself more, and you're no longer in that energy of, oh, I need a man to help me. I have to put my family back together, to where you're going back to someone who is totally toxic for you and not what you need, or you're not going out looking, thinking just because, looking in the wrong places to find someone to fill that role, where you are strong enough and wise enough to know that you can manage, you can do this on your own until the right partner comes into your life. So, I mean, it's so many different facets of this that I want to talk about. I've been touching on mother trauma a lot, and the changes that we go through when we have children, and the things that we're exposed to when we're little girls, little children, that might impact us in our adulthood. So it's kind of like that inner child work. It goes really deep, and I'm so grateful to really have a space to explore that and just connect with other single women who are looking for the same thing. They're looking for a safe space. They're looking for inner peace. They're looking for guidance, for wholeness. And that's what I want to provide to them. So the link will be in the description box. You can join me in the Healing Single Mothers community on Facebook. I would love to have you. Be sure to share it with your friends who might be single mothers. I would love to support them. So let's talk about the real reason why I'm here. Like that was part of it, but really I wanted to come on and talk about Tarot de la Nuit, Tarot of the Night. It's a very, very, very beautiful deck. I had a reading done on in the Biddy Tarot community, and the reader used this deck. And when I saw, because she showed me, included a picture of the cards, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like the images just spoke to me so strongly. And I asked, what deck was that? Because I had to have it, and I ordered it right then, because it's so different, but it's so beautiful. And I looked at, and I usually don't do this, but I did look at like the comments on, I got this off of Amazon. So I looked at the comments there, and people were like, oh, this deck is terrible, that, the cards don't look, basically they don't look like traditional tarot, right? Because this is the Two of Swords. There aren't any swords. Here's just a woman. There's a man, kind of, they're in the ocean. So she's a mermaid. This is the Three of Swords, though. Look at this. I love this because it's so powerful. And it also puts the heartache where it belongs, which is in your mind. What caused your heart to break? What are you looking up at? Like these cards right here. Oh my goodness. My favorite one, I've been very tied to the, I'm trying to find it really quickly. This is the Fool. They're all kind of shuffled up, so I've been kind of shuffling them around. That's the Fool. But I've been really connected to, and this is Justice, which is my card, Libra lady. So for me, it's Justice and Empress. The Empress is definitely, this is the Ten of Wands. Look at that. She's standing there in her wedding dress, and that thing is on fire. How amazing is that? Like that, oh, wow, like these cards are really powerful. And I like this one too. This is a Three of Cups. It has a very Alice in the Wonderland feel. These are not regular, like, you know, these cards definitely evoke a different feeling from me. Like, look at this. This is the Ace of Cups right here. That definitely kind of feels very Ace of Cups, right? And then this is the Ace of Pentacles. Like, wow. Look at that. Like, what feelings would that bring up? Like, to me, it's like, like, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Like, what are you doing for your money? Like, are you really appreciating your blessings? Like, what are you fighting? Like, what's going on? I cannot wait to dig into these. This is the Knight of Cups, which I think is a beautiful card. I'm definitely going to study these because I really want to connect with the images in the cards and build a personal connection. Like, this is the Empress. To me, it looks like, you know, party, 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 let's all get wasted. Like, we were overindulging a little too much and living that luxurious lifestyle has gotten to us, and now we need a nap. We got to lay it down. We need to recuperate. It's a little too much, a little excess going on here. But and I love that there's a lot of feminine energy in this deck. So this is going to be my shadow work deck that I'm going to be doing some healing and exploring in. And I think these will go well with my chakra tarot that Toni Hartman created. I love her decks because those cards, to me, like the chakra wisdom cards, they bring up a lot of information for me. Like, even with just pulling one card, like, I get gobs and gobs of information. So I think using those in conjunction with these would be so powerful for me. But I like this deck. It shuffles well, fits in my hands really nicely. They're like, you know, maybe a little larger than some of the other decks, but I like this deck so much. Like, the artwork really spoke to me, and I wanted a darker deck so that I could do a little more. Yeah, these shuffle really nice. I don't know what people were talking about. That's why I don't like reading the reviews when it comes to decks, because art is so subjective. And even like the thickness of a card, of the cards, the size, all of that, it's part of the artistry. And as an artist, I just respect the artwork. So, and I love that they're borderless for the most part. That's something I realize is important to me in decks, is not having a lot of words on the cards. Like, I like the images. And I found this other tarot reader, or tarot channel. I don't know if she's a reader, but I think it's called Boho Tarot, and she talks a lot about modding. And I've never modded a deck, but I do know that I have a ton of Oracle card decks over there that I don't really use. And I have a couple duplicate decks for, like, what deck is that? Like my Angel Tarot cards. I have a couple of those. So I think I might explore modding some of my Oracle card decks to build a more personal connection with them. So I'm really excited. I know that's going to be like a project for another time. I don't think it's something I'm going to start right now because I've got a lot happening in my life. Oh, so along with my gorgeous Healing Single Mothers group, I am working on the Heartbreak Healing Circle. So that is actually going to be a course, a program, an online program that people can take. I love the way this deck shuffles, by the way. Like, I can't, yeah, I love this deck. This was right for me. So my, I know I'm jumping around. So my deck connection process has changed a bit. And now before I go, well, I do look at the cards, but before I go through them one by one, like I shuffle the deck. And I find that when a deck wants to be shuffled, because not all decks do that. Some of them, like I go through like one by one, but if the artwork is just like, oh my goodness, for whatever reason, like I shuffle the deck endlessly, like I'm doing now. Like I just keep shuffling, 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 shuffling. And that's how I know the deck is like, yes, I love you too. But so I'm creating this course and I'm really excited because I have a lot of stuff, courses, even like t-shirts and things that I've like created or designed that I've never really launched. And so I'm really excited because I'm definitely going to be launching this course and I cannot wait. It's called Heartbreak Healing Circle because it focuses on healing, releasing, and letting go of the past heartbreak. If you know, recently got out of a relationship or you just are wanting to clear yourself out before you start dating again, it's a really great course. So I'm excited and I'll be sharing more about that probably in the coming weeks. So it's set to launch on my birthday, which is coming up in a couple months, which gives me plenty of time to do what I need to do to share all of that yummy information with you. But things feel really, really good. And I feel like I'm starting to get like back settled down in myself. So maybe I just needed to come and express and talk and share some things that were bubbling up inside. But I'm really excited about this deck. If you're looking for something that's a little, I don't know what I would call it. It's not quite abstract, but it's definitely, this deck is definitely not going to be one like that's for everyone. But I'm just grateful that it does resonate with me. It's so gorgeous. It would probably also pair well with the Healing Light Tarot. They have some similar nuances about them. But yeah, this deck I will definitely be kind of studying and working with to get to know it and use it for diving deep into areas of my life. So I can't wait to see what comes up with this deck. So thank you for watching. Please join me in the Healing Single Mothers community. I would love to connect with you and support you if you are a single mom as well. Share, let me know what you think if you have this deck, because I love it. Yes. All right, so this was kind of just like some rambly type stuff. I don't even know what I'm going to title this, but it's been all good. All right, peace. Oh, even the sun card is like, you're not even in the sun. Wow. Look at the sun card. It's like you're not even in the sun. And her dress is like stained. Oh, man. I love this deck. Love it. All right. I love you. Mwah. Peace and blessings. See you soon.